there is one current man who has played with 38.6% of all-time players in League history. Do you know who it is? Welcome back, mother puckers. We're here for a fucking good time. I don't know. I quit. As always, I am Danger Water, the very, very scary, but sometimes nice person that I am. Joined with the gorgeous, hilarious, I was going to say well-endowed, and then I just did. So well-endowed, beautiful best friend of mine, DBig91.
Accurate.
Stop me when I'm lying. If
With
I'm
her
lying,
massive
I'm lying,
lady balls.
her massive lady balls, the biggest in all the land. And our dear friend Chris, who puts up with us from week to week. We're not quite sure why.
He deserves
there must be something wrong with him.
Honestly, it's about the only fun I have, so.
Hey, you know what? Whoever said your best friends needed to be in the same city as you, because they don't, at least not anymore.
Literally none
That's
of my
quite nice.
friends live close to me. Like,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
of y'all are across the country and all that.
Yeah.
No.
It's which sucks when it comes to, is thinking about a potential wedding and stuff. But
Or just, like, wanting to fucking hang out.
yeah, just wanting to hang out.
Just a random Thursday to watch, fucking whatever.
What are you guys
Right?
doing? Nothing?
No.
You want to come over? Yeah, let me get on a
Yeah.
plane.
I'll be in there in 8 hours.
Yeah.
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 Can only stay for 3 days.
Right? Like, now you just have to put up with me for a week because I
Yeah.
came to visit you. Fucking get
Right.
over it.
Mhm.
Right. No. I'll sleep on the futon.
I don't know.
It's fine.
Last time I came to visit D, she got rid of me after, like, 2 hours.
Well, you
Oh
also
my
had,
God.
like, somewhere to
That's not true.
be.
No, we were
Stop.
there for,
Labor.
like, 2 hours.
Yeah, they were.
If not a little longer.
Yeah, they're like, we're only be here for a
Right.
minute. I was like, that's fine.
Yeah, and we ended up
Well,
just
right.
chilling.
Chilling.
It was
was
a good old
nice.
Minnesota goodbye.
Yeah.
2 hours when you get someplace and 2 hours at least to leave,
Yeah.
How we do it up here.
You do the Shanghai Sayonara where you don't say goodbye to anyone except for the cat.
Yeah, you just fucking... Or the dog, That trash.
Well, I don't have any dogs or cats,
anyway.
so it'd be really tough for you.
Oh, I'm
Chris.
getting out of here. Where's that kitty?
Not that kind of kitty. That's
No,
not, what
not
she
that
has.
kitty.
Not that kitty.
No, not that kitty.
Not that kind of kitty.
Not that kitty.
This has already been a wild 5 minutes to start
We're
the
off
podcast.
the fucking track, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Where
Suppose
are
we
we?
should talk about some hockey or something, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Probably. That's what people...
Let's
I
try
think
that.
that's what everyone's
That
here
is why
for.
people join,
I don't know. Let us know in the
Yeah.
comments below.
right?
Do you guys...
Yeah, I mean, let us know if you want a little longer banter. We banter for like 40 minutes before we actually start the show.
And then we have other podcasts where we just banter.
Right, yeah. So if you don't know about the other shows LTN Media has to offer, I can speak already. This already
No.
going to be a rough night. Check them out. There's a few of them. D and I have our own show on Tuesdays on Twitch and YouTube.
Sure do.
Rightfully named the Double D Estrogen Power Hour.
Whenever I remember to upload it to YouTube, that is in my very busy schedule.
Hey, you know what? It at least is on Twitch. People can find it.
Exactly.
LTN_media. YouTube, Twitch, that's where you can find us.
All the links are in the descriptions and stuff, so you guys can find us easier.
In the doobly-doo.
You know the drill.
I'm sorry, what?
In the doobly-doo.
The doobly-doo.
I mean, Hank and John Green era, that's what the description was called.
What?
In YouTube, it's called the doobly. Y'all are not like OG YouTubers. Okay, it's fine. Let's move on before I cry. I'm old.
You're old.
We're like the same age.
Which is why y'all should both know what I'm
am
fucking
4
talking
years
about.
older than both of you. Minimum.
Whatever.
Minimum.
Minimum.
Well, because I think you two are like 6 months apart, but when you're in that
no, she's like a year
stage.
older than me.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 years. I think I'm 4
older than
years
Chris.
older than D, and 5 years older than Chris. If I remember.
How old are you?
37. I'll be 30.
Homie, you're 6 years older than me.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up. Stop saying we're the same
32,
age.
yeah.
Yeah, say
So
her and
only
I are a
5.
year apart. You and I are not a year apart.
Yeah.
So 5 and 6 years then, I'm going to quit my life.
Woo!
Thanks.
Everybody's crying tonight.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Annie.
Everybody, if we weren't going to be crying before,
We
we
are now.
are now. The only one here currently born in the 80s. That's what I know. Anyway.
It's fair.
It's a different time back then. Back in my day. Hockey, man. What a busy week, right? We had a lot going on in the NHL and other hockey world. It felt like.
Mm-hmm. Not all of it drama related for once.
No, like some really cool things happened.
Yeah.
A lot of cool things happened. Speaking of people that are old and still trying to be young, like myself.
Someone who we all watched play.
We all watched play in the 90s.
And are still kind of watching today.
Right.
Because he hasn't
still hearing
fucking
about,
stopped.
Still relevant. Still can fucking play hockey, right?
Still can fucking
He still is playing hockey.
Right.
Yeah.
But he still it's not like that, old guy down the road that really shouldn't be on skates anymore. He can still produce good numbers.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
But fuck the Penguins celebrated one of the greats.
Correct.
The one and only
Who are the fuck the Penguins? Where are they located?
They're located in Go Fuck Yourselfburg.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm fairly confident that's not a real place.
Pencil fuck yourself.
Pencil fuck yourself. Yikes.
So many. Pennsylvania exists.
So many fucking.
We're talking the same space.
Yeah.
Same state, same space. It's go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And what's fuck the Penguins.
So much aggression toward the state of Pennsylvania.
There's also a Tight Squeeze, Virginia, which is a phenomenal.
Tight Squeeze?
Tight Squeeze, Virginia. It's a real place, y'all. Look it up.
We need to do this, table this topic D for our show.
Okay.
Because I think we should read through city names that are just off the wall.
Yeah.
Find
a handful from every state and just go down.
Okay.
There's a country that has a place called Banana. What?
Banana!
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
So, if you haven't guessed by now, the Hottie McHotterson, who's been hitting pipes since we were young
he's
babies.
hitting somebody's pipes. We saw her.
Laying some fucking pipes. He's
He's
laying some fucking pipes.
Anyway, Jaromir Jagr.
Yes, was celebrated with his number retirement ceremony with Pittsburgh Penguins.
Sure was.
Not the Penguins. But in a lovely ceremony. They did a great job honoring him.
They did, yeah.
At PBG
He
Saints
skated.
Arena.
He skated with them in full pads.
Yeah. Yep. Warmed up with them. Did a rookie lap type thing again.
He actually
Tang
practiced with them. Yeah,
practiced with them earlier, that day. Warmed up with them, and then did a, retirement or rookie lap, whatever you want to call it.
And I love that they wore their alternate jerseys that resemble the jerseys that they wore in the 90s
when he was playing.
That was super cool. I mean, granted, their current home and away look identical to the ones that they wore in the 90s,
right?
Or at least up to the early 90s.
Yeah.
Right.
But now there's something special about watching Jaromir Jagr skate around in a Penguins jersey, and it's this just feels right.
Well, and for Mario Lemieux to be part of that ceremony as well, given his history with the team.
He's still minority owner. Yeah.
Yeah.
But any other fun highlights? And at some point I'll share my amazing statistical skills. But
yeah, absolutely.
Because it's just a fun stat.
Right. Well, first of all, Matt and I, what the fuck? Did I just call Chris by your son's name? Wow.
He is younger than me, but not quite
I don't know why that happened. I know why.
Bro, I don't think your kid's a redhead. Let's just start there.
To be fair, I was looking at an article posted by the Post Gazette, and the writer is named Matt Venzel. So maybe that's why. Shout out to you.
Say shout out
Random
Matt
man on the
Venzel.
internet.
Hey, good name.
Yeah. I mean, sure.
Yeah.
I love the name
there
Matt.
was this
That's why I named my child it.
Yeah. There was this really cute video of Chris Letang talking to Jagr, and he was like, "Dude, I just want to let you know, like, you're one of the reasons why I'm playing this game. I loved watching you as a kid. Like, when I got here, I knew that I couldn't wear your number and anything, so that's why I changed it. But I still wanted to honor you with my number and everything."
Of course,
And Jagr's
58.
like, "Yeah, good. You can't wear it now, so."
Yeah, can we just talk about the fucking amazing jokes that Jagr had?
Oh, Jaromir Jagr
is
is so funny.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot how funny of a dude he really is.
Oh, he's so hilarious.
There's
that famous clip of him when they're asking players who their name and like their favorite player growing up. He goes, "My name's Jaromir Jagr, and my favorite player growing up was Jaromir Jagr." And I was like, "That's so funny."
So classic. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really, really nice moment. Sidney Crosby evidently was quoted as saying that he thinks Jagr can continue to play for another 5 or 6 years, which is just crazy. Because Jagr is not a spring chicken. He is older than all
he's
of
like
us.
52, 53.
He's like 50 something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say he's my mother's
Right.
age.
A lot of the players wore like little like mullet wigs to mimic Jagr's hair from his time in Pittsburgh. Sidney Crosby being one of them, which was hysterical. Like he looked so funny. Yeah, 52.
He's 2 years younger
Shout
than my
out.
mom. My mom is older than I thought.
Right.
He was the only man that the mullet looked cool on.
Right. It looked so good.
Oh. My son has apparently decided if the Wild make the playoffs, he will cut his hair into a mullet.
Please decide against that and be a good mother and don't allow your child to ever have a mullet.
I can't control him. He's 15 now.
Mullets are disgusting.
I offered, well, but like with how his hair is now, it would really be like shaving down the sides and like just giving him like more emo-y kind of hair than a full-on mullet.
Kids never had mullets,
his hair grows
though.
fast, but it ain't that fast.
Kind of.
No, it just would be,
No, he needs to get the 35,000 cans of fucking hairspray and just get that swoop from the 2000s.
No,
bro.
our
Shout out the
environment
swoop.
is bad enough. I'm not gonna fucking add to the hole in the ozone layer.
Yeah.
With Aquanet.
Aquanet, yeah.
Which will keep a gingerbread house intact for far longer than it should if you cover a gingerbread house in Aquanet. You can't eat it. Don't make that mistake. But I did learn it will preserve a gingerbread house.
Jesus Christ.
So part of Jagr's speech, he said, "I believe the connection between me and Pittsburgh started a long time ago. I always believe in God, and I always believe in a higher power, and I always believed whatever you wish for is going to happen. When I was young, I was watching the TV, and there was one guy totally dominating the game, and he was better than the rest of them. Since that game, he became my idol. I wanted to be like him. I made a wish. I wish one day we'll play together. Yeah, it was Mario Lemieux, and it happened in 1990. I got drafted by the Pittsburgh Penguins thanks to Craig Patrick and Scotty Bowman and all the scouts. They put a great team together, all the superstars, all the legends. We were playing such great hockey, and at the end of the year, we won back-to-back Stanley Cup championships. It was probably the greatest thing to ever happen to me. The whole 11 years I've been here, it was amazing. I'm probably going to say it was probably the best years of my life, so thank you for that. Thanks to you. I'm proud, and I'm happy to say that Pittsburgh Penguins are my second home." And then I'm trying to find the quote he had where okay. And then he also, which we all laughed about on the show, "I want to say thanks to Dominika, my girlfriend. She's too young to remember that I played in Pittsburgh, but I told her all the stories, so don't worry about it. I want to say thanks to all the friends from here, from Czech, all the coaches that helped me a lot to play hockey. Thank you guys. And thanks, probably the biggest thanks have to go to my parents. I got to say thanks to my dad. He passed away last year, but I know he's watching. He watched from heaven. Thank you, Dad. He never played hockey, but everything he said, it was right. It was right on. Thank you. Thank you for everything. My mom moved us from Czech when she was 19 to the US. She was here for 10 years. I want to say thank you for everything you did for me. I appreciate it. Good night. Enjoy the game, and I love you all." So he had a much longer speech. There's a lot of other things that go in there. But I thought it was Nice for him to acknowledge Mario the way he did and say that, he got to play with
Oh,
his
yeah.
idol. Especially seeing as how, like, insanely good Jagr was. And they had a lot of, like, records that were,
neck and neck.
like, neck and neck, yeah.
Dude, and,
And then obviously joking about his girlfriend being too young to know
I
even know
know.
that he
Which
played
is
for
so
Pittsburgh.
funny.
Hilarious.
So, and it's like, you think back, those teams were that team was loaded in the 90s.
Oh god,
I
yeah.
mean, Jagr,
Yeah.
Mario Lemieux, you had Paul Coffey on the team at that point. Jamie Leach,
Mhm.
Mark Recchi, Ron Francis was
Yeah.
playing there at that point. Like, this team was disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, when they went back to back, everyone thought that they were just gonna win multiple throughout that decade.
Yeah, dude.
But then again, of course,
Thank
like
God
the
they didn't.
'90s, you had the dominance of the Detroit Red Wings and the
Right.
New Jersey Devils.
Yeah.
True. So, yeah, it was a really nice ceremony. It was really good, for them to honor him the way they did. I think it's right that they retire his jersey number for
Oh,
all
of
that he did for
course.
the community. And it's also one of those things where we're not gonna see Jagr in the Hall of Fame anytime soon because he's still playing, so he needed to get some celebration.
Yeah, because he just
Right.
won't friggin' retire.
He won't fucking quit.
He won't.
It's like, bro. But he's still putting up points. I mean, he was 43 playing for the Florida Panthers and still put up like a 27 goal season.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Right.
that's fucking impressive.
His last season in the NHL, he had 7 points in 22 games.
Yeah.
And he was well into his 40s at that point. Last year, in the Czech League, he had 14 points in 26 games.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, he's not
At
done.
52, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, and in case you haven't figured it out, the question I asked at the beginning of the episode is in regards to the one and only Jaromir Jagr, because he has played with the equivalent of 38.6% of all NHL players in league history. He has skated with or against 3,287 of the 8,510 players that have appeared in at least one regular season or playoff game with an NHL team, which is just absolutely insane.
He's played for 9
Pure
teams
bananas.
in his career, at least in the
Yeah.
NHL. 9 different teams.
Right.
Which
But
is like
just still thinking that he's
chunk of the
played
league.
with or against that many different people,
including a
is just-
3-year stint with the Capitals.
Yes, he was.
Never played for Anaheim. Shit. I know, right?
Yeah,
cool.
I don't remember what year he retired.
So
Whatever
16?
you have-
yeah, he had left the NHL once before. 2017, 2018 was the last time he played in the NHL.
Okay. Yeah.
Because he left for 2 years
Mm-hmm.
to go play back
Right.
in the Czech League.
Yeah.
And then he came back to the Rangers. And then that was when he left again.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Came back with Philly.
Yeah.
Right on. But yeah,
He's
just
played for a lot of
what
people.
an amazing career, amazing player. Somebody to be celebrated for sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Chris,
Yes.
do you have some news on the 2026 All-Star?
Yes, so
Speaking
we
of-
reported either last week or 2 weeks ago about the Four Nations Challenge that'll be taking place next year in place of the All-Star Game. Well, the NHL announced a couple days ago that the NHL All-Star Game will in fact return in 2026. And it'll be hosted by the New York Islanders at UBS Arena.
Which I'm here for.
Yeah. In a quote from the league, or from the league commissioner Gary Bettman, he says, "We've been looking the National Hockey League is thrilled to have the best and brightest of our game hosted at the spectacular UBS Arena for the 2026 All-Star Weekend. We have been looking forward to UBS Arena playing host to one of our major league events since before construction of the wonderful arena began. For those that don't know, it is situated in Long Island, actually in Belmont Park, right next to the horse racing track, which is like a 4-minute drive from Nassau Coliseum.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have every confidence that the Islanders organization, led by co-owners Scott Malkin and John Ledecky, will deliver a celebration that will make the greater New York region and NHL proud. This comes on the heels of the NHL being very ambiguous with the future of the All-Star Game after this year, with the announcement of the Four Nation tournament. No one knew what the plan was. They never said, we're just taking a year off. They were just like, this is something we're going to do.
I think maybe they saw fan feedback, is my theory.
Yeah.
Mine as well, to be honest.
It's probably going to be taking place a little earlier, considering it will be taking place before the 2026 Winter Olympics, which NHL players will be back in. That'll be next. 2026 will be the 69th All-Star Game in league history.
Nice.
All right. Hell yeah. 6'9".
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
That's okay. Be disappointed. I genuinely think that the league listened to the podcast and was like, well, what we don't want to do is upset all 3 podcast hosts. So we'll bring the All-Star Game back.
And their massive and amazing fan base.
And I think hockey Twitter owes us for that. So
Yeah,
go ahead
you're welcome.
and leave a like and subscribe to the channel to show your appreciation for what we did for you.
Yeah.
For the
that's all we could say is you're welcome. we did this for you.
We did this for you.
We did do it for you.
We risked Gary Bettman's ire.
The wrath.
I called up
Gary
Bettman. He's in my phone as G Betts. Called him up. I was like, yo, G Betts. I was like, my man, bring it back.
G?
And he said, sure.
He said, you know what?
He said because of D's massive lady balls.
Bubble bottom wasps?
Yeah. He said, you know what? Peace, love, puss suitor. We're gonna fucking do this.
That's what he said. Gary Bettman has been quoted as saying, peace, love, puss suitor.
No, we know. Gary, we know.
Yo, G Bets, bro. We good.
Yeah. Damn, y'all, we should have had that as a Valentine's Day card. It's just Gary Bettman saying peace, love, puss suitor.
Peace, love, puss suitor.
Next year, y'all.
Oh God. Next year we're gonna have pucked up themed Valentines.
Yeah.
From all the stupid shit we've ever said.
Too, if we wanted to.
God, that'd be so fucking funny.
God.
A Gary Bettman Valentine of peace, love, puss suitor.
Peace, love, puss suitor. Gary Bettman, come on, come hang out with us on the podcast. We love you.
Yeah, right. Well,
do we?
That's a strong word, Chris.
I mean, yeah,
that's a strong word.
Would love to see him.
We tolerate you.
Replace. I'll be honest.
Listen, just here's my thing. All things considering, out of all of the commissioners of sports in the U.S., Gary Bettman is not the worst. Not even close.
No. That's true.
But G-Dog, let's just admit
G-Dog
for improvement.
Oh,
there's room for improvement.
There's room for improvement.
Please don't cancel our show.
He is at least not Rob Manfred.
I won't say who I was going to compare him to.
Roger Goodell?
No, I was going to say Vince McMahon. Because there's...
Oh, listen, Vince McMahon is no longer even with the company.
But I mean, if we're
after the first time, they're like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
fuck you,
like
Vince McMahon.
erasing Vince McMahon from the history of WWE.
Dude, they're straight up just like deleting him from shit.
Yeah, but how do you delete the dude that fucking built what it is? Like, I get it, and I
don't doubt Triple
use
H,
AI
bro.
technology.
Yeah, we have the technology now to remove Vince.
Triple H is in the ring, but his face is like current face is also over Vince McMahon.
Do what the Try Guys did.
Right.
Just put CGI animals.
Cut around him.
Yeah, cut around him and put CGI animals.
Cut around him and then put CGI animals.
Yeah.
100%.
Season of Without a Recipe was fucking amazing.
It really was.
It was so
Shout out to the Try Guys.
Shout out to the Try Guys.
Yeah,
Eugene,
actually, love that.
We need more Eugene.
Dude.
Oh,
Imagine if we could
busy
get
now.
Eugene the Yang on this podcast to talk about
Dude,
sports.
I would be like, fuck yeah.
Would you now? Is that what you
I'd
would
be like,
Chris?
fuck yeah.
I'd be like, fuck yeah. God, I love you.
This is why we're friends.
Yeah, 100% this is it.
Shit. Anywho.
D,
right.
what do we have from the ladies?
The ladies are back.
The ladies. Yeah.
They had some games. I think we talked about last week that they were picking their games back up after being off for the All-Star break. So we have the newest round of well, first let me just give you some updates as to where the game stood. Minnesota beat Ottawa 2-1.
Hell yeah.
New York beat Boston 2-1 in overtime. Minnesota lost to Montreal 1-2.
No.
So Montreal won 2-1. And then
The most awkward
Ottawa
way to
beat
say
Boston 4-2. And then the
Okay.
next game is on Wednesday. So that is the update of how those games went. We do have our 3 stars for the PWHL. Starting with our 3rd star, a name we've said on this podcast before, Kendall Coyne Schofield, a left winger out of Minnesota. She played in 3 games last week, leading Minnesota to a 2-0-0-1 record, helping her team remain atop the PWHL standings. Overall, Minnesota's captain had a goal and an assist, 12 shots on net, and a plus-minus rating of +3. Coyne Schofield was noticeable on the ice in each of the 3 games with their signature speed causing trouble for opposing teams all week. In her team's first game of the week against Ottawa, Coyne Schofield had the primary assist on Maggie Flaherty's on the Maggie's game-winning goal in the 3rd period. 4 days later, the 31-year-old scored her 4th goal of the season, her team's lone goal in a 2-1 loss to Montreal, and added a game high of 5 shots on goal. Coyne Schofield is tied for 3rd in points on Minnesota with 6, and with 39 shots on goal, sits 3rd among PWHL players. Our 2nd star, Kristen Campbell, goalie for Toronto. Campbell started and won both of Toronto's games last week, extending her personal winning streak to 5 games and her team's winning streak to 4. She posted a .954 save percentage and a 1.50 goals against average, and added an assist even. In Toronto's first game of the week on February 14th, Campbell made 32 saves to secure the win and collected the assist, joining Emerance Moschmeyer of Ottawa and Nicole Hensley of Minnesota as the only goaltenders to record a point so far this season. 2 days later at Scotiabank Arena on the Battle of Bay Street, the 26-year-old made 30 saves to backstop her team to a 3-0 victory in front of a record-breaking crowd of 19,285.
I saw that on Instagram, bro. That was so sick.
Stack it back up. Everybody's already calling for Minnesota to get their shit together and break that record next time around.
Yeah, they fucking better.
Yeah.
With the win, Campbell became the first goaltender to reach 6 victories on the season. She's also the only goalie to have multiple shutouts this season so far. And first star, another name we've mentioned multiple times, Natalie Spooner, a right winger out of Toronto. She takes first star for the 2nd consecutive week and is one of the 3 stars of the week for the 3rd week in a row. The forward continues to demonstrate her goal-scoring prowess, recording a hat-trick in Toronto's game in Boston on February 14th. With a trio of tallies on Valentine's Day, Spooner added to her league-leading goal total. The 32-year-old now has 10 goals on the season, 3 more than the next best. She also sits 2nd in overall scoring with 11 points, just 1 behind league leader Alex Carpenter out of New York. Additionally, Spooner has 12 shots in 2 games, played last week with a plus-minus rating of +3. The Scarborough natives' strong play helped Toronto win both of its games and extend their winning streak to a season-best 4 games, moving them up to 3rd place in the PWHL standings. So that is where we stand with the ladies.
Love it. Keep it up, ladies. You're doing awesome.
Yeah.
Some amazing stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 19,000 people at a game is incredible.
19,285.
Yeah, a great thing for the league.
And at Scotiabank Arena too, which is like
I saw that and I couldn't wait to talk about it because I was like, holy shit, 19,000, that's wild. Like that's a great turnout.
Yeah.
And I just hope that it keeps growing. Like, I mean,
me too.
Everyone was like, man, how are we going to beat Minnesota? And then
that.
They come out with that.
Right.
Just fucking like that.
someone else is going to have to do that next time, and we're going to see these numbers just increase until
Problem
finally we're at
is
men's numbers.
Tap out at what XL Energy Center holds, so I'm not excited for that. But because that's almost capacity for our facility, but overall for the league,
I mean, better than Mullet Arena's capacity.
Fucking 8,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know our capacity used to be 18,867, I think, back in the day. That's going back 20 years. I know we've added close to 20 with standing room only seats and stuff since then.
So
and some just reorganization.
With current configuration since 2012, hockey for like the hockey configuration at XL Energy Center, it is 17,954.
Yeah.
Okay.
It used to be 18,000.
Which I know, yeah, because that's why we're the team of 18,000.
Yeah.
But I know that we had because we were sold out for a decade or damn near a decade when the team first came here. And so they used to, announce the exact number. That's why I pulled, and I don't think it was 857 or 67. I think it was another number, not an 8 in there, but like I said, that was going back 20 years in my old ass memory.
Yeah. So I guess the 19,000 must not be sold out for Scotiabank.
No, Scotia holds 20.
So Minnesota can be the first ever sold out audience, which is its own.
Right.
The
still,
largest NHL stadium is the Bell Center. 21,105 people. Fun fact.
We're not far from there. Yeah, I don't think that number is still correct for the XL, because I swear it's 19 something. But that might be only with certain numbers or tickets sold or whatever.
Oh well, Scotiabank Arena holds 18,800. So was it Scotiabank Arena or Scotiabank Saddledome? Were they in Calgary?
Pretty sure it was Scotiabank Arena.
In Toronto, yeah, that holds 18,800. That's impressive if they had literally standing room only for that game. That's crazy.
Let me navigate back to it. But that's what it said. I mean, I just read it.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
So XL's website says 18,300 for hockey.
Interesting. Huh.
Maybe
I don't know what year that was. That
either way, 19,000 for a women's hockey game is fucking amazing.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I highballed Mullet Arena. It's 4,600 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A professional hockey team plays there. Just think about that.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Yeah, it says that the PWHL's first game at Scotiabank Arena set a league and women's hockey attendance record with a crowd of 19,285.
Yeah, so that's above like capacity. That's insane. It's a few hundred people above the capacity.
Right.
Yeah, which is amazing, and I'd love to see people coming out to support the PWHL the way that they are currently. That's awesome.
Yeah, more people showed up to that game than a home game for the Coyotes. So,
right, and like more than triple.
By that's almost quadruple.
Yeah.
That's insane.
God, I hope that they go to Salt Lake City.
Right.
Real arena.
Right.
So funny.
Yeah, it'll be interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Do either of you guys have any team updates for your teams?
We got fucking clapped by the Maple Leafs the other day, 9-2.
You did.
That's true.
You did. Yes.
It's about all I got.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, mine is that the Capitals announced their Black History Month jerseys. They released them. It was designed by J. Freeman Robinson, um, who works with the Kennedy Center, which is a really popular DC venue. Anyway, it the jersey featured nods to the 11 Black players that have been with the Caps since the franchise was established in 1974, including Mike Marson, Bill Riley, Reggie Savage, Anson Carter, Jason Doig, Mike Greer, Jean-Luc Grandpierre, Donald Brashear, Joel Ward, Madison Bowie, and everybody's favorite, DSP, Devontae Smith-Pelly. Jay Freeman is quoted as saying, I think the representation means a lot, not only the players that are represented by the artwork, but also me being a Black artist in the community, creating that artwork. I hope that it sparks the mindset of I can do this, I can play in the NHL, I can design a jersey for the NHL. I just think you can do whatever you put your mind to. If you have a dream, go for it.
And these jerseys are fucking sick.
They're so sick,
They're
dude.
so cool.
Like, I encourage everyone to look them up. They're really, really nice.
I'm not a Capitals fan, but I would buy this.
Right? There's a whole lot of history to it. Mm-hmm.
Can you share it in the show chat?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Without having to do the work to look it up.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. I'm using D's favorite Capitals website too.
Nice, RNMB.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that.
The shoulder patch features part of the logo, which was the version that we were using in 1974. It also has a number of 74 on it, which is the year, obviously, that we were drafted in the expansion, and also the year we got Mike Marson, which is the first Black Caps player as well. So it has a special nod to him. The where you have the patch for the captain and assistant, those are in the green, yellow, and red colorway, which is often associated with lots of things in Black culture as well. There's other stuff too, and I can't find it in this article, but the type of the typeface is based on the signage that MLK used in his fight for equality, and something with the lettering too. So it's just like there's a lot of work that was put into it. They're so pretty, and they even had like this whole presentation.
Fire.
The what jerseys?
Did you see the warm-up jerseys?
Yeah.
Dude, those are sick too.
Mm-hmm. Like they did a really, really good job with them. So I encourage everyone to go look at it.
Killing it.
We do really well with the artwork and design stuff, I will say. So yeah, that is my little update.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. They look sick.
No, that's dope as
They do.
Yeah.
I know Anaheim is doing a collaboration with Vans.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know much about it. I happened to see it briefly today.
Mm-hmm.
Ducks team up with Vans for exclusive shoe collection to celebrate 30th anniversary. So I don't wear Vans, but I'm gonna buy the shit out of these.
Right.
Are they available? Can we? Ooh, hold on. There's a link for red. Be the first to hear about this. Yo, I'm filling this bitch out right now.
Chris says, say less.
Pause, please, so I can type in.
Yeah, if it'll fucking let me.
Also has had,
got
8 goals in 8 games? Yeah, but 8 goals in 8 games? Is that as of tonight, or is it now 10 goals?
Oh, I have no idea. I just know that he got 2 goals tonight, which was very exciting.
Yeah, as of tonight at 10:15 p.m. of this Russian machine never breaks. So.
Okay, then yeah.
I don't know what time that is over there.
Yes, because he had 6 goals in 6 games, and then he didn't get any in his 7th game, and got 2 tonight. So that's 8 goals in 8 games. Now that I think
which is
a
amazing.
Critically about it.
Like, talk about coming out of a slump.
I'm telling you, that camel pumped him good.
Or his wife did, one of the two.
I mean, she's also
either
beautiful.
way. Let's not complain about it.
Yeah.
I also just shared in the show chat. They're giving away
I
30 earmuffs.
saw it earlier. Yeah.
What did you see the video though?
No, but apparently it's because some people are like worried about the coach's use of curse words, so the Gritty is giving that away to like protect small children or something.
Right. Right, yeah, but like, so this like security guy is next to Gritty in the audience, and every time before Coach says a colorful word, he leans into
Yeah.
earmuffs, and Gritty puts on his Gritty earmuff,
Gritty, yeah.
which is phenomenal. But yeah, what? I want some, man. I'd rock Gritty earmuffs.
Right.
It's cold here. But the earmuffs feature Gritty's orange face with a black band and will be handed out to the first 10,000 fans who enter Wells Fargo Center on February 27th.
Yeah.
They've had some cool giveaways this year. Coors Light luggage tag, Star Wars poster, Flyers beer stein.
Yeah.
Bro, the Ducks have a lot of Offspring shit on the team store.
That's awesome.
So I think I mentioned it last week that Anaheim did it's called Come Out and Play. They did a big collaboration with the band The Offspring. And they've got a bunch of cool stuff on here. It's like almost 2 pages of just stuff from that. I can even buy old school jerseys. Yo, Anaheim, y'all are killing it.
At least they're killing it somewhere.
It's at least something's going well. Fuck. Oh, we have. Oh, dude, that's sick. They have Lunar New Year T-shirts.
Nice.
Chinese New Year. That's so cool.
I want to get the flower commemorative shirt for his ceremony. I think Grandma's gonna get us all one.
Nice.
I just want them Duck sneakers, bro.
Yeah.
Duck sneakers would be like.
That's right up your lane.
Rock those.
As a sneakerhead, like it's the joke around here that I spend more money on Jordans than anything else. But like the fact that the Ducks are releasing commemorative shoes, I am in.
Yeah, I don't think any NHL team has ever done a shoe, have they?
No,
I don't know. No, not like this. Yeah.
In other team news, well, do the Caps have anything big? I saw Sonny Milano might be back Saturday.
He is. No, he played.
He
this past
Saturday.
Saturday.
Was back last Saturday. Got it.
He was. Yeah, he is back playing. Although we lost Dowder tonight, so that sucks. Love Nick Dowd. He's such a hardworking dude. Lower body injury, I think, if I remember correctly.
Rough.
But yeah, we got Milano back. Everybody was happy. Ovechkin gave him a very nice tunnel welcome. Which if you haven't seen Ovechkin's craziness in the tunnels, with Sonny Milano, he just goes, he just makes up Italian words. He'll be like, he starts with a real one first. He goes, Bolognese, Milanese, Espadese. Like just everything is ese at the end. And he does this gesture with it all the time. And Sonny is just standing there like,
slow clap for trying.
Yeah.
Like
it's so cute. He's like, I'm not even that Italian. I think is what he said one time. He's like, I'm not even that Italian.
I don't know. He's from
perfect.
He's from like a very Italian place in New York, so.
But I don't think he is Ovechkin's silly words Italian.
No. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
No. It's very cute.
Terrific.
So yeah, he was back. We were very happy to see him.
Yeah. Good. Any other news? Besides that and Ovi's awesome record?
Yep.
I say we're still shit, so like there's not much to report on that.
Chris, you were so wrong because Trevor Zegras took 3rd in the most punchable list.
I saw that. What the fuck?
Apparently, Trevor Zegras is like the 3rd or 4th most punchable person in the league according to players.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. First being Nick Cousins.
I know. I love how Nick Cousins is first, and then like and then Brad Marchand.
Yeah, and then Trevor Zegras, I think.
Yeah, I was like, the fuck,
something
dude?
like
Trevor's like the nicest fucking guy. What, like?
Apparently, I think he's a big like chirper on the ice, though, and I think people just.
Oh, he's 100% a big chirper.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm sorry. I said he was 5th. He's not 5th. He's like way down on the list.
He was on the list though. I saw that.
He is tied for 13th with Tom Wilson, Rasmus Anderson, Radko Gudas, Nikita Zadorov, Evander Kane, and David Perron.
Interesting. You'd have thought that Wilson would be a lot higher on that list.
No. Tied for 13th with 1.3.
That's crazy.
6%
I think
punchable.
people are starting to come around a little bit on Wilson.
Well, I think there's just people that are more punchable than Wilson now.
Above Wilson is Ryan Lomberg, Nazem Kadri, Kevin Fiala, and Jeff Skinner. Above
Nazem
that
Kadri
is
makes sense. Nazem
Brady
Kadri
Tkachuk.
makes sense.
Yeah,
yep, that also
Brady
makes
Tkachuk
sense.
with 3.4, Garnet Hathaway with 3.4, Karna Garland with 4.8, 4.08, Michael Bunting with 4.08, Matthew Tkachuk with 7.48, Brad Marchand with 14.97, Other with 16.33, and Nick Cousins, the pull-away winner, with 28.57.
I want to know, but I want to know who the fuck is in the other.
The entire other,
I want to know who's in the other category.
So I don't think you can count Other because Other is just like I wasn't on the list, and so it could be any person. So it really is Nick Cousins, Brad Marchand, Matthew Tkachuk.
Right.
Michael and Connor tied. Carner and Brady tied. Ryan, Nazem, Kevin, Jeff tied. Trevor, Tom, Rasmus, Radko, Nikita, Evander, and David tied.
I'm surprised Evander's not higher up there, I'll be honest.
Yeah, earlier in his career for sure. Now,
he's
no one really
fallen off
gives a shit.
Yeah.
I love Nazem Kadri, but that tracks.
Dude, some people are just punchable. I've been saying it for years.
Right.
Anyway, so Chris, you can't say that nothing happened. People want to punch your
people want to punch Trevor Zegras.
Yeah.
Well, he has to be because fucking no one else is doing good enough.
Right.
Yeah.
I also saw the rumors spiraling again about him asking for a trade soon, blah blah blah.
No, but Anaheim is in a big they're still in big trade thing, so
yeah.
The general consensus is I forgot how to speak. That we're gonna end up with Capo Caco.
Ooh. Okay.
But it's gonna cost us Frank Vetrano and Adam Henrique. That's and we
your
might
NHL
get another
Arsenal
one of their...
You're gonna dump off? That's crazy.
Yeah. And we might get Goudreau as well from New York. So
really,
yeah, and I didn't think they'd part with him because he's a young guy that's coming up. But
right, interesting.
We'll see. I mean, we're close to trade.
You can't have him.
No, well, not Joe. The only Goudreau I would want at that point is Johnny.
Johnny, yeah.
Because I mean, he needs to be saved.
Right.
But Columbus, but we're getting close to the trade dedeadline.
Yeah, we are.
We're 2 weeks away. Yeah, we're 2 weeks away from the trade deadline.
It was very sad earlier when I saw it, and I get it. It was a publication that I don't fully trust, but that Fleury apparently has said that if he were to be traded, he's okay with going to Toronto, which breaks my fucking heart. Because really, Fleury? Really? Toronto? Let's talk about it.
I feel like he would. I feel like he's going to retire before he gets traded.
Yeah, I don't.
But
why would he need to go to
him
Toronto?
Going back to Pittsburgh, I don't know,
yeah.
and that's why I don't trust this because it's not like he's ever played there before and would want to retire there.
Right.
I just don't understand roster wise how it would work.
Yeah.
Right. But I saw that today, and I'm like, there's certain teams I could see him going to, but not that one. As for the Wild, we got spanked today by Winnipeg. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about last night. We're going to pretend like tonight's game isn't over yet. We had a hell of a fucking comeback last night.
Yeah, crazy game.
And crazy. We were trailing 5-3 after the second period. They scored 5 goals in 5 minutes and 12 seconds to start off the third period.
That's nuts.
So Boldy and Matt Zuccarello each had a goal and 3 assists for Minnesota. Gus had made 11 saves on 16 shots through the 2 periods, so low shot on goal game to start at least. And then Fleury got brought in. He allowed 2 goals on 8 shots in the third. So still not a whole lot of shots on goal.
Mm-hmm.
But JT Miller had a hat trick for the Canucks, and an assist, and our favorite here, Pius Suter, had 3 assists for Vancouver.
Nice.
Casey Smith made 17 saves. But yeah,
it was like the first time in like 30 years that 3 players had a hat trick in the same game.
In this one singular game,
in the same game, and 2 from the same team. Both Kirill and Joel Eriksson Ek both had hatties.
That's fucking crazy.
Dude, how many times do I have to clean up that ice? Like, were there hats left?
I don't know.
You just hand them back at that point and say, yeah, throw them again.
Right. Yeah.
And then Boldy was cute when he said, I don't think I've ever been a part of something like that where they just keep going in one after another, I guess. It was nice to be able to get on the power play goals, but to be able to go out and get a couple of 5-on-5s too, including Rocco's goal. Did I say Rocco's goal?
You said Rocco.
His name is Marco Rossi.
And I was like, Rocco's Modern Life?
Rocco now. He's Rocco now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rossi. But yeah, so the Wild also set a new team record for most goals in a game. Minnesota scored 6 goals in 5 minutes and 45 seconds.
That's crazy.
The 4th fastest a team has scored that many in NHL history.
Wow.
The Montreal Canadiens hold the NHL record with 6 goals in 4 minutes and 24 seconds span against the Hartford Whalers on December 6th, 1982.
Sorry, Chris.
No, that's fine. The Whalers were always bad.
Was ever even alive.
Great logo, though.
Oh, iconic logo.
Iconic logo.
Played in a mall. Who doesn't remember that's not a joke
What's
either.
not to love about that?
Yeah. Fucking Brass Bonanza. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, can you tell I'm from Connecticut? Holy shit. Nobody gets hyped about the Whalers like we do.
Eriksson Ek and Kaprizov both tied the Wild record for points in a game. Marian Gaborik is the only other player to get 6 points in a game with the Wild, having done it twice. Eriksson Ek had 7 goals, 5 assists, and Kaprizov 4 goals, 8 assists. Last night. So last night, did Eriksson Ek really have 7? I mean, he probably did. Each has 12 points during a 5-game point streak. Which is just incredible. Insane. I mean, way to break team records and then suck it up the following night. But whatever. True. But yeah, that's really the main Wild news that I can think of off the top of my head.
Pretty big news.
Yeah, that was crazy. I saw that stat yesterday and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Big fucking game. And before the show, I looked up, the highest points ever in an NHL game, and from what I could find, it was 21.
Holy shit!
Oh.
And that was
were they playing a preschool
back in like 1920.
Oh, okay, that's
and it was a score of 14-7.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
But then there have been a couple others, 17, 18.
We scored 12 against Vancouver a couple times.
Yeah.
We beat them 12-1 one time. It was fucking crazy.
Did they cry?
But that's still only 13. So, I was looking up combined between 2 teams.
Yeah.
That's a lot of goals though.
The highest number of goals in a game period. But if anybody knows of other stats than that I couldn't find, please let us know in the comments. I was legitimately curious to know the highest scoring NHL game.
Hey, wasn't Marian Gaborik the Wild's first ever draft pick? Didn't he score the first ever goal for that franchise too?
Yeah.
Because he played like 4 or 5. He played like 4 or 5 seasons with you guys.
Oh, he played more than that. I think he played like 7 or 8.
Marian Gaborik. I like Marian Gaborik. I liked him a lot better before he went to the Kings.
Yeah.
Well, you like everybody a lot better before they go to the Kings.
Before they go to the Kings, yeah. That's very true.
Yeah, he was OG Wild, original
1, 2,
season.
3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he played 8 seasons with the Wild, and then he had a 4-year stretch with the Rangers.
Yeah, I thought it was 7 or 8. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gaborik. I mean, and they once said, and he said he didn't care, but he's like, the actual way to pronounce my name is Gaborik.
Kaborik, yeah.
He doesn't care.
Well, it's like that's like Connor Sherry for a long
Gabi.
time didn't correct anyone when everyone called him Sheary.
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
But I mean, it makes for a better name because he would go by like people call him Shears.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah,
it was Connor
no,
Sherry.
Gabi was a great player for us. Was definitely sad when he left because him and Sergei Zoltak were great rival,
great name.
Kirill and Zuccarello now. Yeah, Zoltak unfortunately passed away in a plane crash, I think.
Yeah, it was a plane crash.
I think he was the one.
That's terrible.
There was another player that I believe passed away of a heart attack at one point, who I think wore 33 as well.
You guys have a couple. You guys have had a couple players that have died.
Yeah, there's a whole wall of memorial. But yeah, and people that have died in their young. I mean, Derek Bugard was 24 when he died.
Yeah,
you never want to hear that.
Yeah, that was a sad case. Mixing pain meds and alcohol.
Yeah, they don't mix well.
Nope. You shouldn't do that.
Nope.
But when you had a fighting career like Boogie had, you see why. But yeah, I just later last year had read, because it was like the 15th anniversary of his death or something, 10, and some stuff about him, like I didn't know he loved Buddhas, so now like all of his close friends and family all have Buddhas like in their house or the garden.
Cute.
But he'd always like slap Buddha's belly on his way out the door, for luck kind of thing.
Aww.
And but yeah, just sweet things about him. But yeah, we haven't had great luck with players. Let's hope we don't have any more anytime
soon. Right. Knock on wood.
As I'm sitting here thinking about the Yankees with Thurman Munson when he died in the plane crash in 1979. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the Zoltak one, that one really hit hard because that was, I mean, plane crashes are just so unpredictable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Yankees and it was with
players die in a plane crash too.
Yeah, it's
sad. It happens. It's scary.
I think he was with like a overseas team that he was playing with at the time. So it was like a handful of players from that team or friends of his or whatever that all died. But yeah, unfortunately. But it's nice to sometimes see the wall of memoriam at the Excel Center. But it's an unfortunate thing at the same time.
To think about.
It sucks that we've had so many people die young, let alone
right.
Like Herb Brooks is on there. I mean, just hockey legends too. But
right.
One of my favorite things at the XL, speaking of like memorial things, is the Prince jersey. So they have his own jersey with the symbol on it instead of a number. And it's purple. It's a purple Wild jersey.
That's nice.
Cool. And it hangs framed right in the entryway, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So when we come in from the parking garage and look down on the entry, like lobby, you can see it right on the one wall. It's kind of tucked around, like you'd have to go around this corner to be able to see it, and typically there's big scary security guys over there, so don't go see it. But, anyway, let's get back to some happy news, I guess. We have to be happy about it. Somebody's back from injury. You want to talk about it? I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
I'm not like upset that the kid's back from injury.
I'm not mad.
I'm surprised
that the Cadler Trophy will probably go to him and not Brock Faber, who is
it'll go. The Calder will go to the deserving player. That's it. Always does.
So.
It always goes to the deserving player. No,
but I hope it's not like hey, you got injured for so many months, like.
Well, I mean, Connor McDavid missed his entire rookie season and didn't win it. So, I mean, it goes on performance, not just name.
Okay, that's good. Anyway,
but
continue.
Yes, Connor Bedard has returned from injury. For those that don't know, he's been out for a while with a broken jaw. And it looks like they lost on his return. Was it 6-3 against the Hurricanes?
The Hurricanes.
But he is back. He looks good. He's not gun shy. A lot of players that especially young, early in their career, that get injured like that are a little like shell shocked at first to get back on the ice. They're a little timid, but it doesn't look like it. He looks ready to go. And he's been doing a lot of skating. Yeah, I know. He's definitely put the numbers up. He's got 39 points in 42 games, which is impressive for a team that's literally the worst in the league. But no, good to see Bedard back. Happy
this is
that
just
he's
one
healthy.
of those moments. Yeah, I mean, definitely happy that he's back. He appears to be healthy, and I hope he actually is. But this is one of those times, like we talk about on the show all the time, that one man can't carry a team. And looking at the stats from that game, the Hurricanes led in shot attempts 79-37. The shots on goal, they led 42-17. Scoring chances 39-18. High danger chances 16-7. So, like, Connor can put up as many points as he wants. The rest of his team isn't doing anything.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's so unfortunate. And again, this is why I didn't think that the Chicago organization was ready for this player, because they're just not putting up numbers to be able to help. You know what I mean?
No.
They're not a team.
It's going to be the same as with Toronto and Edmonton when they got Matthews, when Edmonton got McDavid. Like, those teams weren't ready. They didn't have the pieces in place. Obviously, they built around them, and they're both playoff contenders. Both, I would say, it's not crazy to say that they're realistic cup contenders each year, but
I would argue that those organizations were better placed to get the pieces together.
So
Chicago has made a lot of questionable decisions historically.
Yes. But they're also a very successful franchise historically. So, like,
true.
Even within the last 15 years, you know, this team was a dynasty for a while. You think about the players that they had.
Yeah.
And
now they're 20-1 on the last 21 road games.
Yeah,
so
it's not going well for them. I know.
Yeah.
And you know, we see that, but I think especially this season with them being so bad, if they end up with the number 1 pick again, like,
fucking riots, dude.
I just at that point I'm just
the only one going after G-Dog.
I'm so over the draft lottery that I'm just like, whatever at this point.
Yeah, agreed.
But no, like, shout out to Connor Bedard. Like, good on him for his first game back, putting up 3 points. That's big. He does still lead all rookies in points. He is 6 ahead of Brock Faber and 8 ahead of Marco Rossi in points. The category that Faber does have over Bedard is assists. He has 29 to Connor Bedard's 22. The goals race is close with Marco Rossi. Bedard has 17 in first, and Rossi has 15. So, like, I'd still say right now the Calder Trophy is going to go to Bedard because he's just put up better points. And it goes specifically on, like, statistics and season.
Which, and that I'm fine with. I don't want it to turn into a...
no, it's not a popularity contest, thankfully. Thankfully.
No,
because
unlike some of the other trophies.
Batman, I feel like it would be, you know.
It's not like the NFL MVP, which is a fucking joke.
Well.
Yeah. It goes to quarterback every year.
I know. Which doesn't make all the sense in the world. Again, that's putting a franchise on one person's shoulders, and I never advocate for that ever.
No.
How did we not talk about the fact that Kucherov's literally 6 points away from 100 already?
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
Crazy.
Kuch is a monster.
What?
Yeah.
McKinnon's like 8 points away. What?
Yeah, but wasn't Mac hurt for a little while too?
Yeah, which is even more impressive.
Yeah. But that's why I'm sure he's not closer to Kuch.
Let's see. No, he's played 56 games this year.
Oh, okay. I thought I remembered him being hurt, but whatever.
No, just the rest of the Avalanche has been hurt.
Right, that's fair. Well, not speaking of the Avalanche anymore. Just a fun little stat, and then I found out this kid's from Minnesota, so even more fun stat. Ice Hawk player of the AHL, Jackson Stauber, who's a goalie for the Ice Hogs, is the first AHL goalie to get both a shutout and a goal in the same game, which is pretty darn cool.
We love goalie goals.
24-year-old from Wayzata, Minnesota, who is obviously in the Chicago organization. That's the word I was looking for. But does stand undrafted in the NHL. But yeah, so he's so far played 6 games. That was his first game of 2024. So he played 6 games in 23, and yeah, first game it looks like of this season at least, because his last one was February of 23 for the Ice Hogs. Nope, that's a lie. He's played 5 games in the NHL. He's played 5. Okay. He's been brought up for 5. And played with the Blackhawks, but he's not drafted by anybody currently. But yeah, just an awesome stat. Way to go, kid. Goalies don't score many goals to begin with, and get a shutout and a goal in the same game is pretty freaking awesome. So good for you. Way to represent Minnesota.
That's dope. Yeah.
You're bringing goalies to the NHL, man. With Mr. Ottinger. And no, numerous others. We're not going to get into it. Anyway. But that finally brings us also to our question of the week. And the question this week is, if you could recommend any player from any franchise to have their jersey retired, who would it be? So I'd say let's limit it to not currently playing in the NHL.
Right.
Because I think that would be more fun. Because there's obvious, current players.
Yeah.
Crosby, McDavid, whatever.
Right.
But, so maybe people in our lifetime but aren't currently playing.
I can think of 2 right now from Anaheim.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be Anaheim, but yeah, who are they?
That was just the first person. Obviously Ryan Getzlaf. Like, let's be real. Yep. Captain of the team, played his entire career there, won a Stanley Cup, leads a bunch of categories. The most recent captain, we still don't have a captain. Also, Jean-Sebastien Jagr, who was a goalie for us and was a fantastic goaltender. Future Hall of Famer, I imagine. I could see those people. I could just run down the list of players from the Ducks that I could think of.
Right.
I feel like players like PK Subban should have their number his number retired in Montreal, even though like his statistics weren't out of this world. He still did a lot for the communities and the teams that he played for.
Yeah.
Agreed.
At least in Montreal. I don't know about Nashville or whatever, but he played most of his career in Montreal. Same with Carey Price. Once Carey Price retires, I imagine his number needs to go up right in the rafters.
Yeah.
That's fair. I just realized, because obviously the Wild have only been around since 2000.
Right.
So going back to like my childhood, Mike Modano is probably the first person I think of. Played for the North Stars. Minnesota guy, played for the Dallas. He just moved back here. He's with the Wild organization, I believe, now. But the problem with retiring his number is he wore number 9, and Mikko Koivu is already retired as number 9.
Yeah, and Dallas already retired number 9.
Yeah, which I figured they would have retired Modano. But that's somebody from the North Stars that I remember. Although John Casey was my favorite North Star player, and Gaetan Duchesne were probably my 2 favorites. But from the Wild specifically, I think, obviously they went the right way with retiring Koivu. Koivu played his whole career with the Wild. I could potentially see maybe Wes Walls getting retired. 37. I don't know who else. I feel like we haven't been around, like, yeah, over 20 years is a long time, but...
Right,
yeah,
but there's still people,
I agree.
people that are still playing.
Right, yeah, a lot of the people are, and it's hard to just say, because Koivu, I think, is the only one that played his whole career, like, and retired as a wild player, you know?
And I mean, you guys haven't been around much longer than we have. We started in 93, so, like...
Yeah.
You know, we only have a few
the North
years.
Stars left in 92.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we were 8 years without a team at all.
He's like, bitch, my team's been around for like 40 years. Fuck you.
Right.
Since 74, so...
Yeah.
50?
Almost 50, yeah. Say 50 years.
Yeah.
Trying to think of...
Yeah, I would say for us, maybe Joel Ward, who...
That's fair.
Played for Minnesota as well, actually, Danger. Minnesota, the Preds, San Jose, and us. And he's actually currently an assistant coach for Vegas. So maybe we'd retire his jersey.
For the Stars or for the Wild?
For the Wild.
Okay.
Yeah, he played there for a year.
Yeah. It wasn't there long, but
it was probably when Matt was relatively little, when I didn't follow as much. But the name sounded vaguely familiar. But
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like a lot of the people I would name are all people who are still playing.
Right, that's the hard part.
I think Backstrom and Ovechkin will have their jerseys retired side by side.
Yeah.
Just like I hope that Perry and Getzlaf get their numbers retired together.
I think Crosby and Letang will have theirs retired side by side.
Crosby, Letang, Malkin, all three of them.
Yeah, I hope Letang's jersey gets retired after all he's like quite literally...
That man's gone through 3
bled
strokes.
and died for. For that team. 100% he should have his jersey retired.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's a fun follow-up. Is there a number in the league that you think should be retired by the whole league to join?
99.
I know people always argued 99, and
it's already completely retired throughout the whole league.
I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I
think
understand
it's fair.
doing it for the teams they played for. I don't know if I agree about doing that for all teams across the board. Like, I don't think I would want to see 8 retired from every team in the league.
No.
I think
even though, like,
because of
Gretzky
you know what I mean.
Deserves it.
Yeah, what Gretzky did
for the league
is so it changed the sport, and like considering how long he's been retired, that he still holds 50 something records in the league.
Right.
That's impressive. And considering now that we're just now talking about someone getting close to him in goals, like
that's
no one's been this close. So I think the only player that would immediately come to mind for me is Gordie Howe.
Yeah.
But how many players wear, number 10? Or like Mario Lemieux, but
yeah, Lemieux I could see.
Gordie Howe might be the only one that I could just be like, all right, it's Gordie.
Yeah.
See, my thing is, if they were gonna
Wild, I could see would maybe be like just an honorary, like Herb Brooks number.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, there's a fucking statue of him outside the Excel Center.
Yeah.
So
I would argue that Howe and Lemieux and all of them shouldn't have their jerseys retired NHL wide. I think Gretzky did because he was Gretzky. I don't think that I personally think that necessarily should. Again, I don't like the convention of retiring it league wide is my thing. I think if if that happens anyone again, it's between Ovechkin and Crosby, because no one since Gretzky has done more for the league, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's that's true.
Like, Gretzky saved the league. He made the NHL what
Gretzky
it is
put that shit on his back in the 80s and 90s.
100%. And so did Crosby and Ovechkin in the, mid to late 2000s. Like, they saved the league 100%. So I guess if anyone in this new wave should get it,
it would end up being Crosby and Ovechkin.
Correct. But even then, I personally don't want to see that. I would rather other players get to wear number 8. But if it happens, I'll be happy for Ovi and I'll celebrate. It's just not my personal preference.
That's reasonable. That's fair. By the way, I don't know if I said it was 10 for Gordie Howe. Gordie Howe wore number 9. I don't know why the fuck I was thinking 10.
Close enough.
Hey,
Within
yeah.
Yeah,
one.
literally one number off.
Yeah.
Don't yell at me in the comments if I did say 10. Listen, I'm aware.
No,
I'm
go
an
ahead.
idiot.
We
It's
want the
fine.
engagement,
you
so
did
yell at us.
100% say
Yeah.
10.
I guess go ahead and yell at me. Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
number 9. He wore number 9.
Yeah.
Who am I thinking of?
Which is funny, 'cause-
fucking Domi wore.
Well, you were
Domi
just
wore
looking.
10.
Yeah. And you were just looking at Gabrick, and Gabrick wears 10. for
Gabrick
us,
wears
and I think
10,
everywhere
yeah.
else
Yeah.
played. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a fun question to ask.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, there really wasn't enough controversialness outside of.
I know nothing fucking crazy
Yeah.
happened this week.
One of the fines. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I know. Other than like 2 teams lost 9-2 in the same
Right?
day.
Which, like,
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
high scoring games again this week, I think, was the biggest change.
A lot of
There's
lopsided
also-
games this week.
a lot. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. A lot of lopsided.
There was also that interview with Connor Bedard where a reporter asked him a question and he was like, I don't know what that word means. Now I can't think of it.
That's funny.
Was it like a really tough word, or was it like pancakes? Because either way, like, he did just get rocked in the head not that long ago.
That's
so
also a hockey player
No,
thing.
it was a
Yeah.
word that, like, I know, but
Okay, well,
I
you're very
can't think of it right
smart.
now.
Okay.
And I'm like, I can see how he
Like, I don't know.
Like,
doesn't
he
know it.
understand it. That's funny.
I'm trying to,
Somebody
like,
needs to go
Google it
back
right
to
now.
learning vocab words.
Trepidation.
He didn't know.
Did you have any trepidation about getting back out there? And he was like, I don't know what that word means.
That's kind of an easy word. Okay, I kind of had hoped it would at least be a word I didn't know.
Yeah, no.
I'm not that smart. But I've been around the block enough. Like, I probably couldn't spell trepidation right now.
Fair.
But that's a little disappointing. Somebody didn't pay enough attention in English class.
Yeah. Someone was like, did you feel any trepidation getting back out there? And Connor goes, I don't know what that word means.
And it very well might have been like his brain wasn't picking up which they were putting down right in that moment, and then he probably woke up at 3 a.m. and went, motherfucker, I know what that word means.
Yeah, no, real dumb.
Yeah. With dumb in my fishbowl and not knowing what trepidation means.
No, you know what? That's fair. Like, out of all words, I know a lot of people that don't actually know what the word trepidation means, which is reasonable.
Right. Yeah.
It's
and
not
I'm
like that's not like a common word.
Right. That it just wasn't used. Like, he's heard it before, but just didn't.
Probably didn't know what it meant. Yeah.
You know.
Well, he also just like couldn't get the context clues together. Like, did you feel any trepidation getting back out there?
Yeah.
Maybe like just be like,
he could at least pick that up.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny.
Like, no, man, I'm fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's super funny.
That was my Connor Bedard moment.
Love it.
I don't know what that word means. Very cute.
Yeah, that's funny. All right. Well, Ms. D.
Oh, that's me. We're back to me again.
We're back to you,
We're back to me.
Beautiful friend.
Which means it's time for 3 stars of the week, y'all. For me to not be able to say words. Everybody's excited.
Hey.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
3rd star of the week is the more punchable Tkachuk brother, Matthew Tkachuk, left winger for the Florida Panthers.
I thought Brady was higher than Matthew.
No, Matthew's higher than Brady. Mr. Punchable placed 3rd in the league with 3 goals, 5 assists, and 3 outings to help the Panthers move into 1st place in the Atlantic Division and Eastern Conference via a 5-game winning streak dating back to February 8th. He had 1 goal and 2 assists in a 5-2 win over the Pittsburgh Penguins and picked up 1 assist in a 4-0 victory over the Buffalo Sabres. Tkachuk capped the week with 2 goals and 2 assists, his 3rd 4-point performance of the season. In a 9-2 win versus the Tampa Bay Lightning, the 26-year-old Tkachuk, who compiled 4 goals and 9 assists during an active 5-game point streak, ranks among the top 15 this season in power play assists. He's tied for 7th with 21. Assists, tied for 10th with 44. Shots on goal, 12th with 194. And points, 14th with 64 through 55 total appearances. He also leads the NHL with 15 goals and 22 assists and 19 outings since the start of the calendar year. 4 points more than the next closest player.
Wow.
That's
probably why he's so damn punchable right there.
Probably.
Let's be honest.
Our second star, another name very familiar to everybody right now, Connor McDavid, center for the Edmonton Oilers. McDavid topped the NHL with 10 assists/points because he had 0 goals this week. Very interesting. So 10 assists in 3 games to help the Oilers get to a pair of wins. He had a career high with 6 assists, one shy of the single-game league record, in an 8-4 victory against the Red Wings. McDavid became the second NHL player to post 6 assists in a game this season, following Pittsburgh Penguins' Chris Letang in December, and just the second Edmonton player to do so since the 1980s. Also, Leon Draisaitl in January 31st of 2021. In the process, McDavid became the 4th fastest player in the league to reach the 600 assist milestone, behind only Gretzky with 416 games played, Lemieux with 514 games played, and Bobby Orr with 608 games played. McDavid added 3 helpers, his 8th 3-assist performance of the season, and a 6-3 loss to the St. Louis Blues, before collecting 1 apple in a 4-3 overtime win versus the Dallas Stars. The 27-year-old McDavid paces the NHL with 60 assists through 49 total games so far this season. The 8th straight season he has reached the 60 assist mark, which is just an insane record. He also sits among the leaders in points, 3rd with 81, power play assists tied for 4th with 22, plus minus 8th with plus 22, and power play points tied for 9th with 27. And our first star of the week is Austin Matthews, a center for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Matthews had hat tricks in consecutive games, leading the NHL with 6 total goals and 2 assists to help the Maple Leafs into 3rd place in the Atlantic Division via a perfect week. Matthews, who was held off the score sheet in a 4-1 victory over the St. Louis Blues, potted his first career natural hat trick and 5th 3-goal performance of 2023-2024 in a 4-3 overtime win versus the Philly Flyers. He then registered a hat trick in consecutive contests for the second time this season, setting a career high with 3 goals and 2 assists in a 9-2 win over the Anaheim Ducks. Matthews became the 5th player in league history to post hat tricks in consecutive games multiple times within a single season, joining Wayne Gretzky in 83-84, Mike Bossy in 80-81, Joe Malone in 1917/1918, and Reg Noble also in 17 and 18. He also set a franchise record and became the 10th different player in NHL history and first Mario. What? This literally doesn't make sense. He also set a franchise record and became the 10th different player in NHL history and first Mario Lemieux in 1995-1996 with Pittsburgh.
What?
With at least 6 hat tricks in a single season.
I just had an aneurysm.
NHL, get your shit together.
Had a stroke. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Like
NHL, get your shit together.
NHL.com?
Yes, I think it's supposed to be in first since Mario Lemieux in 95-96, but this is the official statement for the Stars of the Week.
Somebody didn't proofread.
Right, and now I can't. I'm stroking out. Okay, the 26-year-old already owns 2 Maurice Rocket Richard trophies. Rocket Richard, whatever. The 26-year-old paces the league with 48 goals, 9 more than the next closest player through 52 total outings this season. The MVP also ranks amongst the leaders in power play goals, tied for 2nd with 13, shots on goal 4th with 225, shooting percentage 4th with 21.3%, and points 7th with 71. Those are 3 stars, y'all.
I mean, yeah, I kind of expected fucking Austin Matthews after just popping off.
Yeah. He fucking killed it.
Dude, he's so good.
Yeah, bro. He is.
Moving on.
Okay.
To the bad boys. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Thankfully, at least currently, no new suspensions.
Well, that's good.
That's fair.
However, we do have 3 gentlemen that can't seem to control their sticks. And no, I'm not talking about boys not being able to pee in the toilet. Okay.
Nice.
Thank you. I was proud of that. No, 3 players all got fined this week. Well, and a couple of them last week for high sticking. First on the 13th, Linus Ullmark. And the weird thing is 2 of them are goaltenders. Let me preface what I'm about to say with 2 of them are goaltenders.
Right.
But Linus Ullmark from the Boston Bruins got fined $5,000 for high sticking Mikey Ezimont? Sure. February 15th, Niles Hoglander, who is a repeat offender for the Vancouver Canucks. I've been watching too many Law shows. Repeat offender. Makes me giggle. Got fined $2,864.58 for high-sticking Jake Wallman. And a name we haven't talked about, thank God, in a long time is back on our list. Jordan Binnington for the St. Louis Blues got fined $5,000 for high-sticking Luke Evangelista.
Binnington again.
Binnington again. Nobody's surprised. People are pissed.
Yep.
None of us are shocked.
Literally not one.
Yeah. Going into injuries, though, for Anaheim, we have Brock McGinn with an upper body injury. He is on IR, expected to be out until at least February 21st. Excuse me. That was a hiccup and a burp, and it hurt.
Oh, no.
For Arizona, we have Liam O'Brien. Upper body injury on IR, expected to be out until at least February 21st. Connor Ingram, undisclosed syphilis, and he is listed as day-to-day. For Boston, we have Jacob Luco. Upper body, he is listed as day-to-day. Matthew Poitras is listed as shoulder, and that was updated today. He is on IR, expected now to be out the rest of the season, which I think is what the update is. I think last week he wasn't. For Buffalo, we have Victor Olofsson out with an illness, expected to be out until at least February 25th. Owen Power, still out with that hand injury, on IR, expected to be out until at least February 21st. Jack Quinn, lower body injury on IR, expected to be out until at least March 27th. For Calgary, we have Jacob Pelletier, upper body injury, he is listed as day-to-day. For Carolina, we have Jalen Chatfield, upper body, listed as day-to-day. Frederick Anderson, illness on IR, expected to be out until at least February 27th.
Yeah, he's still
been on our list a while.
I don't think he's gonna be back this season.
Yeah,
it's just starting to feel like he's not coming back this year.
Right. But I mean, I'm glad that they're working on getting it all figured out, because we definitely don't want any like DVTs or anything on the ice. But, for Chicago, we have Connor Murphy out with a groin injury on IR, expected to be out until at least March 4th. Nikita Zaitsev with a knee injury, expected to be out until at least February 21st. He is on IR. And Andreas Athanasiou out with that groin injury on IR, expected to be out until at least February 21st. That's the update on him. I know we talked about him last week, but... for Colorado, we have Logan O'Connor, lower body injury, expected to be out until at least February 22nd. Valerie Nikishkin. See, I was doing so good. Personal, we talked about him last week, because that's the 10th. I don't have to say it anyway. Nobody new for Columbus. For Dallas, we have Niles Lundqvist. Concussion, expected to be out until at least February 26th. Yanni Hakanpää.
Hakanpää.
What'd you call?
Yeah, I only know it because he played for Anaheim.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, then that makes sense. I bet you he's from Sweden.
Finland?
No clue.
Finland. You're right. I was close.
I had to think about that for a second, too.
He is out with an upper body injury, expected to be out until at least February 26th. And Yevgeny Dadonov. No, I know it was his first name that my brain stopped working on. He is on IR, expected now to be out until at least March 16th. For Detroit, we have Ville Husso, lower body. He is listed as day-to-day. For Los Angeles, we have Blake Lizotte, lower body injury on IR, expected to be out until at least February 22nd. Carl Grunstrom, lower body on IR, expected to be out until at least March 9th. For motherfuckers. Minnesota, I didn't know if Moose was hurt again. Sorry. Marcus Foligno, a lower body injury on IR, expected now to be out until at least February 29th.
Oh, golly.
Did not know he was hurt again. Yeah. Nobody new for Montreal. For New Jersey, we have Vitek Vinek, lower body.
Vanacek.
Whatever. Lower body on IR, expected to be out until at least February 22nd. John Marino. Marino. Yeah. He is out with an illness, expected to be out until at least February 22nd. Nobody else knew. For the Islanders, we have Hudson Fasching. Illness, expected to be out until at least February 22nd. Robert Bortuzzo. Lower body on IR, expected to be out until at least February 22nd. For the Rangers, we have Blake Wheeler, out with a leg injury on IR, expected to be out until at least April 22nd. AKA probably not the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I don't know if he broke his leg. I'm assuming that's what it was. Because I don't think he was the one that got cut. No, he wasn't the one that got cut across the back of the leg.
No, that was Adam Fantilli.
Yeah. Thank you. I just couldn't remember his name.
No, you're good. I got you.
Thank you. For Philadelphia, we have Tyson Forrester, lower body listed as day-to-day. Rasmus Ristolonian, upper body expected to be out now until March 1st, which sucks. For Pittsburgh, we have Noel Acari, still out with that concussion on IR, expected to be out until at least February 22nd. Jake Gunsel, upper body on IR. I don't care. It's spelled like that. It's Gunsel, like Hansel and Gretel.
How is that even... What?
I don't know. That's where my brain went.
Wait a second.
On IR, expected to be out until at least March 14th. For San Jose, we have Giovanni Smith, out with a lower body injury on IR, expected to be out until at least February 24th. Logan Couture, groin injury on IR, expected to be out until at least February 24th. That's all new there. For St. Louis, we have Justin Falk with a lower body injury on IR, expected to be out until at least February 27th. Scott Pervunovich, lower body on IR, expected to be out until at least February 27th. For Tampa Bay, we have Tanner Janot, undisclosed, expected to be out until at least February 24th. And Mikhail Sergachev, out with a leg injury on IR, expected to be out until at least April 17th. So most likely broke his leg as well, or something of the sort. For Toronto, we have William Legason, upper body listed as day-to-day. Mark Giordano, personal on IR, expected to be out until at least February 21st. Connor Timmins has an illness on IR, expected to be out until at least February 21st. And then we talked about Kelly Jarnkronk this week. Yeah. For Vancouver, we have Dakota Joshua.
My dude's got two first names.
Yeah.
He does, yeah.
Upper body expected to be out until at least February 22nd. For Las Vegas, we have William Carrier. Upper body on AR expected to be out until at least February 22nd. Jack Eichel. Knee injury on IR expected to be out until at least February 22nd. Tobias Bjornfot. Undisclosed on IR expected to be out until at least February 22nd. And Pavel Dorofeyev. Upper body on IR expected to be out until at least February 22nd. Mm-hmm. And lastly, there's just a dash mark in Nick Dowd's injury. But again, we talked about that earlier. It happened tonight. Yeah. I'm sure they don't know. It's just listed as upper body.
Yeah.
And then Martin Feravari, lower body, expected to be out until at least February 22nd.
Yes.
Or it's 26th. I can read.
26th.
But that is the only new one there.
Thank God. I will say, Alex Ovechkin recently did an interview with a Russian magazine, and he was asked about Yevgeny Kuznetsov and how he's doing, and he said that they text regularly and that everything's going to be okay.
Good.
He didn't expand upon what it was for or anything, and I actually don't know if he knows. He did not know that Kuzi was going in, but he said that him and Kuzia are really close and that everybody's wishing them the best and really rallying around him. And he also
Good.
said that he is likely retiring in 2026 when his
I
contract
saw
is up.
that.
So
Oh, okay.
that's great.
Yeah, the
And by
headline
him, I
saw
mean
was
Alex Ovechkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The headline I saw was Ovechkin finally decides when he's retiring, and will he be able to still break the record, making it sound like it was going to be this season? And I'm like, it's fucking 2 years away. Like, it's fine.
Yeah. And he has like 56 goals to go or something like that now.
Right, yeah.
So
Like, he can
totally
do that
doable in 2
2
years.
Or
I
he'll
think.
get close enough to where he'll do a year contract
Yeah.
at a time till he can do it, I'm sure. As long as he feels
Yeah.
up to playing.
Right.
But yeah, I did see that. That was a sad. Lastly,
Ooh.
that looked like
Ooh.
it hurt. I
Did
just
you
saw your
hear it?
face change. No.
My whole elbow
saw your
just went,
face.
and I was like, "Ooh, no, that didn't." My elbow's a
Yeah.
little tingly.
Tingly.
Yeah, a tingly boy. Who is our obscure player of the week, and what did he do in his?
And why?
And why?
Why, Chris?
I
Today
was going
it
to say
is
in his
time.
NHL career, but they're not
Indeed.
always.
Our obscure NHL player of the week is a player by the name of Tim Smith. I did add the reggae horn last week for anyone who enjoyed that nonsense, and I'll probably add it again now.
Love him.
You mean my interpretation wasn't good enough, Chris?
I kept our interpretations and added an actual reggae horn.
You had double reggae horn.
Because we are extra bitches.
We are extra bitches.
That's true.
So,
it's my
Tim
birth
Smith.
certificate.
Yeah, right? I'm 100% that bitch.
Yeah. That bitch.
So, Tim Smith, born in Rockford Bridge, Alberta. Don't mind me. I am blind in one eye, you guys. For those that don't know. He was drafted 272nd overall in the 2000 draft by the Vancouver Canucks. Does anyone want to know what's special about this guy?
Yeah.
Definitely didn't win a Stanley Cup if he played.
Ice.
You're just one day you're hoping that someone's just gonna take a shit right in the ice.
Take a dump. Yeah. If you find it, let me know.
Yeah, bro. I'm sure some senior fucking whale shit hockey team has done that, or a beer league.
Definitely in a beer league.
Oh no, somebody in a beer league has definitely shit their pants on the ice. I can guarantee it. I don't think they've dropped trow and just shit on the ice.
No,
they've shit their pants.
If
John Cena can do it under the ring,
right?
Anything can happen anytime.
CM Punk did it like in the middle of a match, so
yeah.
All right, so what did Timmy do?
Yeah. I know. So Tim never played a single game in the NHL. Not only did he not play a game for the Canucks, he never played in the NHL. He had a nice lengthy stint in the ECHL, as well as he played overseas in the Asia League Ice Hockey.
There was such a thing, but
you know what? Neither did I, but we all we found something new out.
I learned something new today.
Yeah.
He played a little bit, or he actually played like 5 years in the Canadian Hockey League before turning pro to start out with the Columbia Inferno in the ECHL in 2002-2003. 68 games that year. Name. Columbia Inferno, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
68 games he played that season, 22 goals, 37 assists, 59 points, and he 44 penalty minutes.
Wow.
Oh, he didn't
that's
even
just
have
that's just the start. In 156 career games in the ECHL. 63 goals, 110 assists, 173 points overall, 171 penalty minutes. career in the playoffs, 22 games, 5 goals, 15 assists, 24 penalty minutes. When he got to Asia, 134 games, 96 goals, 130 assists, 245 penalty minutes.
Damn, dude.
13 playoff games.
He really likes a slammer.
I know, right? 4 goals, 18 assists for 74 penalty minutes in the playoffs in Asia.
Just come to find out now, he is currently in jail or something. Like,
oh my God,
yeah. No, there is no information on him that I saw past
he's in
2010.
Prison. I've solved the mystery.
So he initially retired in 2011, but came back for 3 games for the Innisfall Eagles in the Chinook Hockey League, which is a multi-tier Canadian senior hockey league. He had
just imagine like old people with walkers.
I worked with seniors. I can't. I can't not get that image out of my head. They really did shit their pants on the ice.
It really probably did.
Right.
At least they had Depends, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Depends. Give us a sponsorship.
Shout out to Depends. 3 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. He had 3 games in the playoffs with this team as well. Nice. 1 goal, 1 assist, 4 penalty minutes.
Dope, dude.
He's not doing anything else right now that I could see.
Season
he does have some ECHL awards. 2003, 2004, he was selected to the ECHL First Team All-Stars. 2003, 2004, he also was the ECHL's leading scorer with a whopping 33 goals.
Nice.
33 goals, 62 assists that season, 95 points, 112 penalty minutes in 69 games.
Dude, love to see
2003, 2004, he was also the Reebok Plus Performer of the Year, best plus or minus. I don't even have that stat here. The Asia League, leading goal scorer in 2007 and 2008. Best forward of the year in 2008 and 2010. Most assists in 2010. And leading point scorer in 2010. In the Asia League. Yeah, I mean, it looks like he got there. Played 3 games with the Manitoba Moose in 2002, 2003 in the AHL. Had another couple...
What's the plural of moose?
Moose. Is the plural of moose.
Stupid.
It is stupid. It's like deer is really the plural of deer. Deer. Jesus Christ, I'm having a stroke, don't mind me. Yeah. The longest stint he had in the AHL was 04-05. He played 29 games. And in 29 games, he scored 4 goals and had 6 penalty minutes. So it looks like he just was not... He just couldn't get his way up the ladder fully.
Yeah.
But it looks like he had himself a nice little career overseas.
Yeah.
And yeah.
In the sin bin.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time in there.
Yeah.
Not like our boy Link Gates, who I think will hold the record for most penalty minutes ever. Of all time.
Yeah. There should be an award for that, honestly.
Oh my God, that is hands down the best player of the week we've done, because that guy is out of his fucking mind.
Fucking menace.
Oh my God, that dude... But yes, that was...
That's not like an SB award thing or something.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
On that note, we are going to say goodnight to all of you sweet puckheads.
Or good morning, if you're listening to us on our Friday morning commute to work.
Or while you take a shit. We don't really care when or how you listen to us.
Or do the other thing.
Maybe don't listen to us during sex. That may kill you.
Or do. Like, if you're hockey fans...
Give it a try.
If you're hockey fans, fucking do it.
Never say never.
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Listen to the podcast. Get a few laughs in.
Bang.
Learn your hockey facts for the week.
Oh, God.
Well, you said bang.
Jesus.
While you bang.
While you bang. Yes, just do it while you
bang.
Bang. Shebang. Anywho.
Thank you all again. If you ever have anything you want to tell to us, only nice things is what we accept. ideas for question of the week, people you would love to see win an award if we do an awards show at the end of the season for Bad Boys of the League. Jordan Bennington will not win any of them. I don't care what you say.
No.
But make sure you leave us a comment or a like or a follow. All of the things on all of the places.
Yeah, exactly. I do have a question for the listeners that have gotten this far. I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Name a team that is defunct in the NHL's history that you'd like to see come back.
We all know Chris's answer.
No, honestly, it's not. Like, obviously, yes, I'd love to see the Hartford Whalers come back, but they wouldn't be my team.
Okay, interesting.
I don't know of that many defunct, like, straight up, like, gone teams, because, like, the Stars moved, and are still.
I'd say either the Kansas City Scouts or the Cleveland Barons, because there's a big, like, hole in the Midwest.
Yeah,
and I feel like those teams would fit really well.
The Midwest also, can we just talk about, covers far too much of the United States?
Like, it's real big, bro. It's real fucking big.
The fact that Minnesota
it's really nebulous title.
Ohio
yeah
are both considered Midwest.
Yeah, that's wild.
Even Arkansas? Further east, yeah, like you can go further east than that.
This one, Kansas. Why this one? No, Arkansas. America, explain. I'm confusion.
Yeah. Anyway, so and also, if you haven't answered yet, please answer Chris's dire need to know what your favorite color is.
Yeah.
Listen, I asked that like one time, twice.
You asked it one time. 3 weeks. I have asked
minimum. It twice.
You've asked it twice.
I have asked it twice. Okay. D is the one that fucking brings it up each week.
But back to back.
Because you asked in back-to-back weeks. Tell me
you had asked it from the week before. You were completely.
It's been a weird fucking year already. All right. Like.
But I still want to know your favorite color.
We do care.
What if we had new listeners this week?
I was just going to say
I didn't answer it.
Hopefully picking up new listeners every week, and we need to know.
Leave us a review and then tell us what your favorite color is at the end. Also, tell us what your safe word is.
Do not tell us what your safe word is. Do not. I repeat, that is a bad decision to do that.
I disagree.
We may make fun of your safe word.
No, we may use it.
Yeah.
Definitely one or the other.
We may make you use it, is what I mean.
Ooh. That's hot. Anyway.
Yes, mommy. Okay.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm sorry, mistress. Yes, mistress.
Yes, mistress.
Yes, mommy.
Yeah.
Anywho, yes, thank you for joining us again. We certainly love you all, and as always, we will see you guys next week in the Face Off Circle.